So the game I'm playing today is called 2048. This is a sliding block puzzle game where you have to combine tiles of the same number together in order to create a single tile whose total sum is equivalent to 2048. It sounds very simple on the surface, and from a gameplay standpoint, it actually is fairly simple, but it is also a surprisingly difficult game. And the thing that makes this puzzle game especially scary, at least to some people, probably, is that it deals with math. Very simple math, mind you, because you're basically just adding up the sum of tiles together. So for instance, you may have like 2 tiles or 4 tiles, as you can actually see on the screen right here. So basically, you combine a 2 tile with another 2 tile, you get 4. And then you combine that 4 tile with another 4 tile, you get 8, and then combine it with another 8 tile, you get 16, and so on. You're basically multiplying all of the tiles by 2 every single time. So don't worry too much about that. It doesn't get anywhere near as complicated as, say, a game like Cross Cells. I'm gonna explain in greater detail how exactly this game works when I finally start playing it, but first of all, some history behind this game. So 2048 is a game that a lot of you may have actually heard of and probably have played before. It's another one of those games that kind of achieved, well, I shouldn't say kind of, it definitely achieved viral popularity for a short while back in 2014 when it first came out. It was basically like another Flappy Bird situation. You have this seemingly innocuous browser game, even though I think Flappy Bird was a mobile game originally, but 2048 actually wasn't. 2048 was originally developed as a browser-based game, but it did come to mobile devices a couple of months later. But this game blew up in popularity not too long after it first came out. The game's official website started receiving millions of views a week, and according to the game's own developer, he originally developed this game within just one weekend. And it wasn't really meant to be a fully fleshed out game either, because the game's creator even stated himself that he only made this game to try and pass the time. It was mostly just a personal project that he did not intend on ever monetizing. Of course, that didn't stop the game from achieving viral popularity anyway. And as is the case with a lot of indie games that tend to go viral in this fashion, it was later followed by a handful of knockoffs. But it's kind of interesting though, because 2048 itself is actually a clone of another game called 1024. And 1024 itself is a clone of a mobile game called Threes. So what we're essentially looking at here is a clone of a clone. Now, the game's creator has fully acknowledged that 2048 is essentially a clone of Threes, which is also the reason why he's chosen not to monetize it, because this is not a concept that he invented. He even admitted that himself. And 2048 plays in a very similar fashion to Threes, where you are effectively trying to combine multiples together. The difference here, though, is that in Threes, you were trying to combine multiples of 3, as the game's title would suggest, but here in 2048, you're combining multiples of 2. And the ultimate goal of the game is to try and create a very specific type of tile by merging all of the multiples of 2 together. In other words, you're trying to create a single 2048 tile, at which point you win the game. Now, it is worth noting that the game does not force you to stop playing when you finally create a 2048 tile, because you can actually continue playing even beyond that. And I'm pretty sure it is possible to create tiles that are even bigger than 2048. There is a very specific limit as to how big the tiles can become, and I think that exact limit is 131,072, because I believe the game becomes pretty much impossible to beat beyond that point. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this game today. I was kinda curious as to whether or not any of you guys remember this game, because some of you probably do, because this was a pretty popular game when it first came out. I don't know how many people still remember it today. I feel like it's kind of become forgotten with time now, but it is a game that I have actually played before, not on my channel, but I do remember coming across the game a few years ago and playing it for a little while. I definitely recall playing this game at least once at some point, and I can say firsthand that this game is surprisingly addictive. I can't say whether or not it's better than 3 is, because I've never played 3s before, But regardless of that, we are going to play it here for a little while, and another reason why I chose this game today is because I was gone for like an entire week again, take an entire week off of YouTube, so whenever I take an extended break from making YouTube videos, I always like to come back with a much smaller and more contained game before I move on to something a lot more complicated. And by complicated, I mean like a much more complicated game in terms of like mechanics and gameplay and what have you. Anyway, let's begin here. So you have a 4x4 grid, and you can use the up, down, left, and right arrow keys to move the tiles around. When you move a tile either left, right, up, or down, it will move all the way to the edge of the grid, or it will move until it collides with another tile of a different number. So I can demonstrate this by moving this 2 tile to the left, and you'll notice that there's another 2 tile that suddenly appeared. So basically the way that this game works is that every time you move a tile, there will be another tile that appears in an empty space on the grid. And the grid will get filled up with tiles very quickly here. So essentially what you want to do is that you want to combine tiles of the same number that are adjacent to each other. You'll notice that I already created an 8 tile right here. Now it is worth noting that you can only combine 2 tiles of the same number together at a single time. You can't combine 3 or more. So for instance, I have a row right here that has 3 number 2 tiles. If I move this to the right, well, only the rightmost tiles will get merged with each other. So the rightmost 2 tiles. So basically, that 2 tile all the way in the back did not get merged with the other 2 tiles. And that makes sense because, you know, merging a 2 tile with a 4 tile, well, that doesn't really make a lot of sense from a logistics standpoint. Same thing with this column right here, only the topmost 2 tiles are gonna get merged with each other, as you can see. So this is definitely one of those puzzle games where you do kind of have to plan ahead. You do have to keep track of where exactly the tiles are going to go on your next move. Of course, that's not at all how I play this game, because basically the way that I play this, and I mean, I still play 2048 occasionally even to this day, despite the fact that the game's already like 7 years old. But the way that I play this game is that I usually just... yeah, I just try to find any match that I can, and I just immediately go for the match. So it is keeping track of your score here, as you can see, and you do get points every single time you merge a tile together. And for bigger tiles that you create, like creating a 16 or a 32 tile here, as you can see, you get way more points for that. Like I mentioned before, the ultimate objective here is to try and create a 2048 tile. But again, the game does not actually end there, because you can continue playing even beyond, you know, making a 2048 tile here. Also, I'm not thinking this through at all. Hang on a second. There's a lot of 4s that I can combine. Okay, wait, I can make a 64 right here. There we go. So yeah, you'll notice right here that the grid is now starting to become filled up with a lot of tiles, so I gotta really, like start thinking about this a little bit better here. Okay, that'll work. I'm gonna have to try and bring these 8 tiles over here somewhere. There we go, create another 32. I mean, I guess one thing that I could also do is, like, create a bunch of smaller tiles, like a bunch of 16 tiles, and just, like, stockpile them somehow, and then combine all of them together to try and create a much bigger tile that way. Like much more quickly, I mean. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't know. I'm just trying to find as many matches as I can right now. There we go. I can make another 32 right here. Yeah, my best score so far is 3168. I'm not entirely sure what the highest possible score you can achieve in this game is, but I assume it's quite high, and part of me also kind of wishes that there were online leaderboards for this game so that I could actually see who holds, like, the world record for this game. But it doesn't really matter, we're just trying to create some more tiles here. Oh god, okay, this 64 is actually blocking the way here. Oh, wait a second. Oh, there we go. Well, I probably could have created another 64 tile to make 256, but there we go. That's okay. We got 128 now. And whenever we merge the tiles together, that does essentially erase tiles from the grid. So in some ways, we're kind of cleaning up the grid by doing this, which is good, because this is effectively what we want. Alright, so let me think about this here. Okay, so there's some 4s that I can create here. Bring this 2 tile back over this way. Alright, I need to try and get this 8 tile over, like, beyond these 2s and 4s right here. Oh god, wait a second. Okay, combine you. There we go. And I mean, you can still combine multiple tiles together, like, you can create 2 merges at once, as long as, you know, the tiles in question are on, like, a different column or row. I also need to mention as well, by the way, that this game has no music or sound effects, so it's just fully silent. Okay, what do I do about this here? I need... Okay, I can make another 64. Can I make another 128? Because if I get another 128, I can make it 256. Except I don't think I'm going to be able to do that because I'm pretty sure I'm boned. Am I boned? I'm probably boned. Oh, crap. Okay, wait a second. Wait. I think we're done. Frick. Well, I mean, yeah... See, because usually the types of tiles that the game spawns in are typically 2 and 4 tiles, and if you let the grid become crowded with 2 and 4 tiles, well, it can really screw you over. If you don't tread carefully, it can greatly screw you over, but we can try that again. We can try it again immediately. There we go. And I mean, you can play this game relatively fast as well, because the only controls in this game are the arrow keys, so you can just keep hitting the arrow keys over and over. As you can see, the tiles will just move immediately. There we go, we're already back to a 32 tile. There we go. Create some 8 tiles here. Okay, hang on a second. We're gonna do this instead. We're gonna do this instead. Okay, you guys here. I think I do want to merge you. Okay, well, there. I don't know, this is kind of a difficult game to commentate as well, admittedly, because there's not really, I mean, there's not that much exciting commentary that I can really extract from a game like this, or just puzzle games in general, I feel, but I mean, this is actually a game that I had wanted to do a video on quite some time ago, but I never ended up doing a video on it because, I don't know, I guess I didn't know whether or not people would care, considering how old this game already is, and I guess already was at the time, because I just want to go on record and say that I did not initially discover this game when it first came out in 2014. I think I only discovered this game sometime in, like, probably 2018. And I was deliberating on whether or not I wanted to do a video on it at the time, but it never ended up happening. Because I kind of thought, well, maybe people probably wouldn't care about seeing a 2048 video in 2018. I mean, to be fair, people probably still don't care in 2021, but it was like, you guys know how I am with videos like this. I love sharing history about pretty much any type of game, including games that used to be popular but no longer are. Again, if you've been following my channel for a while, then I think you've come to expect this from me by this point. I mean, my channel has pretty much always been themed around stuff that I would like to talk about. And some of the stuff that I prefer to discuss in my videos sometimes includes, like, old viral games that, you know, were popular, like, several years ago, but have mostly become forgotten by pretty much everyone. But still, it's all part of sharing video game history, and showing you guys some interesting games that you may not have ever heard of before. Although I'm pretty sure the vast majority of you have heard of 2048 by now, and also 3 which was the game that inspired this. Okay, what in the world am I even doing at this point? I'm just kind of like combining crap without really even thinking about it. Okay, hang on a second. Can I move this up? Okay. There's no combinations that I can make here. Okay, here we go. You got a 256. Yeah, you'll also notice that the 256 tile is kind of glowing a little bit. So one thing that I did notice is that some of the larger tiles have like a... They start developing like a dim glow around them, to signify that they're much more valuable. It doesn't really have any other meaning than that, though. Right, make some 8 tiles right here. Okay, we're not in a good spot. I need to get that 8 tile to, like, the top row, but it's blocked off by the 2 and 4 tiles, and they're all misaligned, and I can't actually combine them together. That's the issue here. Oh, that's the crux of the problem. Oh, God. Okay, well, I can combine this one. That's okay. 16 tile, can I move you... Okay, well, I can move that guy down. Okay, hang on a second. I can still create something. I can't create anything anymore, can I? Damn it! Okay, 2132, and we got a 256 tile. That's the biggest tile that I've ever been able to create in this game, by the way, a 256 tile. I've never been able to do better at this game than that. That's about as good as I can get when it comes to 2048 here. I'm definitely not a professional 2048 player. Not even close to being professional. Okay, let's, I mean, I'm probably just gonna do a couple more attempts of this game, actually, because, for the record, this is the entire game right here. Like, there's no other game modes that are available in 2048, at least not in the browser-based version. I do know that when 2048 started achieving viral popularity, the developer of this game did eventually bring it over to iOS and Android, and if you guys want to play the iOS and Android versions, I will provide them in the description below. The iOS and Android versions are also linked to on the game's official website. But I mean, yeah, it's basically another math puzzler, And I mean, I have played my fair share of those on the channel before, like The Answer is 42, Cardinal Chains, Cross Cells. I think that's all of them, actually. But I've definitely played games of this kind before, games that involve math and, yeah, you know, puzzle games that involve a nerd's favorite pastime, and I've already admitted in the past that I am a huge math nerd myself. I'm a very big science nerd as well. So these are definitely the kinds of games that I'm personally into, or like the kinds of puzzle games specifically. Again, 2048 is only really a difficult game if you can't, you know, multiply. If you can't multiply numbers correctly, and more specifically, if you can't combine multiples of 2 together, then, well, you're hopeless, pretty much. Okay, let me just try and create some combinations here. I'm not gonna try and rush this. Don't try and rush it, because that's what's gonna cause me to mess up here. Okay, there we go. There's another 64. God, these 4s and 2s are getting so misaligned all the freaking time. I don't appreciate it at all. Okay, move you to the right. There we go. Sometimes I need to, like, force some tiles to spawn in here so I can actually make the combinations that I want. Okay, hang on. We can make another 128 and then we can get a 256 again, potentially. Okay, can I move you this way? Okay, a 4. Hang on, this is not going well anymore because they're getting misaligned again. Okay, here we go, here we go. Can I... No, you're still getting blocked off by another tile. Can I move you down? Okay, no, you're still getting blocked off. Frick, okay, hang on a second. There, 16. Well, I can't combine you anymore because you're a 16 now. Oops. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna make these 64s join each other again, okay? They will be reunited. They will be reunited with each other eventually if I can figure this crap out. There we go. I think... Oh god, see, they're moving together with each other, though. That's not what I want. I want you to move independently of one another. Oh, crap. Oh, this is not good at all. Okay, what are we doing here? What are we even doing here anymore? My brain is on fire again. Hang on a sec. Not in a good way. I mean, like, my synapses are actually burning to a crisp. Bring the 2 down here. Okay, that's another 2 that I can make, damn it. See, the 64s were sliding at the same time, which is not at all what I wanted. Okay, let's try that again one more time. See, this is another issue with these kinds of games. This is another example of one of these, like, just one more round kinds of games, where you're like, oh, okay, I'll just play one more round of this, and then you end up failing, and then you're like, oh, okay, just another round, this will be the last one for sure. And then you end up failing again, and then you're like, okay, one more round, this will be the last one. This will be the one for sure. And then you end up failing again, and you're like, okay, this is the last round, and just, yeah. You gotta break the loop at some point, dude. Otherwise, you're just gonna get completely addicted to this game. There we go. Got another 64. There we go. I mean, I've complained before about my lack of impulse control, but my impulse control is really not that bad. It was actually a lot worse when I was much younger, but I've learned to control it to some degree. I feel like I've managed to teach myself at this point that I don't always need to, like, keep trying these games over and over again until I eventually, you know, get the desired outcome, if you know what I mean. I can just revisit this game at any time I want, and I can try and beat it then. Like, I have all the time in the world to beat this game, because at the end of the day, this game's not going anywhere unless the game's official website gets taken down, which, surprisingly, it hasn't, even after being online for 7 years. Like, you gotta train your brain into thinking that, you know, you can just come back to this at any time you want. You have all the time in the world to figure out how to beat 2048 here. Don't need to spend like the entire day trying to get to the ultimate goal of the game, or trying to achieve the ultimate goal of the game. Just come back to it whenever you can. Just try a few times and then take a break and then come back to it after a while. But see, the issue was that I was not very good at doing that when I was younger. It was always like, no, I want to beat this now, otherwise I cannot function normally for the remainder of the day, and it wasn't healthy. And I struggled to teach myself to stop doing that, because it was destructive behavior, that's what it was. So with that being said, this will probably be, like, the second to last attempt that I do of this game. Because, I mean, that's basically 2048, guys. That's literally it. This is the whole game. You're combining numbers together. It's a math game. That's pretty much all there is to it. This is another game where you're essentially doing quick maths. Everyday maths on the block. So, I mean, there really isn't anything else to say about it. Oh my god, okay. Here's another 120. Yes! 256! Okay, there we go. That actually worked that time. I saw the opening and I just went straight for it. Oh god, okay. I may actually be boned now. Oh, there's another 32. I probably shouldn't be doing that. Hang on a second. Let me move it to the right. Oh god, that may have actually screwed me over. No, I think moving to the right actually screwed me. Did it screw me? It definitely screwed me. Oh, 2100. An exact number. Interesting. Damn, how did I get 3168 on this before? I don't even know. Because I'm really not doing good at this. Okay, well, anyway, this will probably be the last attempt right here. This will be the last attempt right here. And I actually mean it this time, because I am ending the video after this. Regardless of the outcome of this game right here, we're ending the freaking video, okay? Not padding this out for like 5 hours. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't really care how long my videos are. I know I've always complained about, oh, I make videos that are way too long, and I want to try and make shorter videos, but I mean, at the end of the day, I don't really care how long my videos are. It's just like, sometimes I can't really do anything about that, though, because sometimes if I'm covering a game that has a lot of, like, really complicated features, then I would much rather do a much longer video on that game so I can demonstrate all of its features, regardless of how long it takes. So, at the end of the day, I actually don't really care all too much about how long my videos are. But it's just that sometimes I like to play much smaller games like this, so that I'm guaranteed to do a shorter video on it, if that makes any sense whatsoever. And I mean, I already have a really difficult time at explaining things anyway, so it likely doesn't, but... Okay, what are we doing here? I feel like I got myself in the exact same situation that I did before. What are we doing? What are we doing here? I'm letting this get way too out of hand too quickly. Okay, you know what? That run was absolute trash. This is gonna be the last run, okay? This is the last run for absolute sure, because that previous run was utter garbage. I wasn't even paying attention like 90% of the time. Here we go. Here, combine some tiles. Move this together. Bring the 8 up here. Okay, 16. Get a 32. Alright, very nice. Multiples of 2 here. Can I move the 8 over to this other 8? Please, and thank you. Oh my god, hang on a second. Okay, there we go. Make another 8. Fine, that works as well. Okay, what are we doing here? Get this 2, 4, 8, 16. Okay, here's another 32. So then try moving... Okay, there we go. Move the 32 over to the other 32 and make a 64. Okay, move the 4s over up here. Over up here. That's a good sentence, I think. Okay, make a bunch of 8s. Oh god, the 8s are getting blocked off again. Okay. Oh my god, do it. I want to point out as well that whenever you move the tiles around, all of the tiles go to a specific edge of the grid. Like, if you're moving them to the right, they all go to the right. You can't just push specific tiles over to a certain edge of the map. That doesn't work. Or a grid. Oh my god, why are these all misaligned again? Frick, come on. Please, don't do this to me right now. Okay, here we go. 16, 32, another 8. Oh, another 8 right up here. Okay, cool. Making a lot of 4s. Okay, we're making a bunch of 4s. Here we go. Here we go. We might be getting somewhere. Well, I said we might be getting somewhere. Okay, yeah, that's kind of good. Okay, I think. No, that's not good, because we're effing this up again. Okay, wait. 32, another 4, an 8. Move this over here to create a 128. Another 16, a 32. Okay, here we go. We're actually getting out of this predicament. Oh my god, we actually are. We're kind of saving it. Kind of saving it right here. Here we go. Okay, more 8s. I don't exactly know what to do here anymore. Oh god. What if I just push this up here? Okay, that kind of does something good. Okay, yeah, that does do something good, actually. Another 64. God, I feel like this is falling apart really quickly now, all of a sudden. Okay, more 16s. Oh my god, I need to push the 16s over to each other. I need to make them get closer to each other so they can merge. They can mate and have a family together. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Whenever the tiles mate in this game, they literally turn into one tile, and they become bigger. They basically eat each other. Or, like, one tile eats the other, and they become larger, I think. I don't even know what I'm talking about. This is what happens when I struggle to make entertaining commentary in a video. What are we actually doing here? I'm trying to figure out what we're actually doing, because I really don't know what we are actually doing. I think I want to make another 32. 256. There we go. Okay. Hang on. We're not out just yet. Don't count us out just yet. No. We're coming back, okay? Professional 2048 player right here, guys. I know exactly what I'm doing, okay? Don't even think for a moment that I threw the game there. No. What I was doing there was setting myself up for success, okay? That's what I was doing. No. I have a strategy to beat this. And by that, I mean I actually have no strategy. I'm literally just pressing random keys. Okay, hang on. I see a bunch of 2 tiles that we can combine, though. Okay, that's good for us. Oh no, I don't see any more tiles that we can combine. That's not good for us. Oh, I want to move the 8s around. Thank you. Okay, this other 8 as well. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Wait. I don't think we can bring that other 8 tile down, though. Can we make another 8 tile instead? Sure, we can absolutely do that. Ooh, okay. That works. That works. That works. Oh wow, all of this stuff works. Holy crap. Oh bro, can we go for a 512? Can we go for a 512 tile? We can't do it right now, though, because that's a 256 and a 128, but what do I want to combine next? Put that 2 to the right. Okay, there. Maybe. Maybe. Perhaps. Bring the 8 over. No, that combined with another 2. Okay, never mind. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Okay, I think the dream's dead. The dream might be dead. Wait, no. It's not dead. Yet. It's not dead yet. Hang on a second. It's gonna be dead in probably just, like a minute from now. Okay, hang on a second. Dream's not dead yet. I'm still finding combinations somehow. I don't know how I'm doing this exactly, but we're doing it somehow. We're doing it live. There we go. Nice. Okay. We're at a score of 3,000. Could I potentially beat my high score? Oh my god, all these tiles are getting blocked off by new tiles that are spawning in. That's the problem here. That's the crux of the issue. Okay, no, I can't move that 8 tile over here, so I'm gonna do this instead. There, make another one. Nice. Okay, I want to move the 2 over here. There, 4, 8, 16. Oh god. Okay, wait, they're not misaligned. Ooh, yes! Yes! 512, there we go, baby. Let's go. Okay, hang on. Hang on. So that means we only have to combine it 2 more times and then we'll win. Hang on a second. We're actually getting close to something here. We're getting close to something. Hold on a minute. Hold up. Hold up. Do not count us out just yet, buddy boy. We are onto something here. We're onto something. I don't know what it is, but we're onto something. I feel it, okay? I feel it in my bones. Hold on a minute. Oh my god. What is even happening right now? Okay, hang on. Hang on a sec. We're getting somewhere, guys. We're actually making some sort of progress here. Okay, well, we're not going to be making progress when we have 2s and 4s again that are not aligned properly. Oh my god, I can only move them down. That's not good. That's not good. It's not good when you can only move the tiles in one specific direction. Because that means you're boning yourself. You're boning yourself somehow. 16... Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. I think it's falling apart. Oh god, the dream's falling apart. Oh, crap. Crap. There's too many 4s. Too many 4s, not enough 16s or 8s. Wait, can I move you back down? Wait, I can make another one. Okay, it's fine, but I don't know what to do anymore. I think this is probably going to spawn another 2 in, and that's going to be it. I'm going to be dead. Of course. Well... I knew exactly what was going to happen there. Okay, well, that's a better score, at least. 4788, and I did make a 512 tile, which I don't think I've ever been able to do in this game before, so that was pretty good. That was like my best run so far. Maybe it wasn't good necessarily, but it was decent enough, okay? I think that is actually where we are going to end the game for now. That's where we're going to end the video. I am not playing this again, though. Yeah, so that's 2048. I mean, it's a sliding block puzzle game where you're combining multiples of 2 together to create bigger multiples of 2. Yeah, numbers, tiles, sliding block puzzlers. I literally don't know what else to say about the game, because I mean, it's so simple that literally anyone can pick up and play it. That's actually one of the great things about it, I feel. You know, it doesn't require that much understanding. It's very simple gameplay mechanic. You just slide all the tiles around and try to make them merge with each other, until eventually you reach that coveted 2048 tile. And even then, you don't have to stop playing, because you can just keep on going. So it really is just a score attack game. Try to see how big of a score you can achieve, pretty much, and that's about it. Does require a little bit of brain power, though. In fact, it actually requires quite a bit of brain power. But still, it's a nice mental exercise for your brain. It's basically like doing extremely fast mental math. It's probably not going to be for everyone, but as someone who is a massive numbers nerd, this is pretty much right up my alley, and I've played puzzle games like this on my channel before. So yeah, there you go. That is 2048, the viral phenomenon that inspired a bunch of clones despite being a clone itself. Clones everywhere. Everything is a clone, nothing's original anymore. Anyway, if you guys want to play this game for free, the link is in the description. You can play this game directly within your browser, but if you also want to check out the iOS and Android versions of this game too, the links to that are in the description. And I will be back next time with a much more substantial video, but again, I've just been away for a little while, and every time I'm away from YouTube for more than a week, I like to come back to a much smaller and more contained game before getting on to the more, like, complicated stuff, I guess you could say. I don't know if the next video is necessarily going to be one of those kinds of games, but I don't know, you guys will find out when I finally get around to recording it, which I will probably try to do sooner than later. But for now, though, thanks as always for watching, and I will see you in the next video I make. Later!